Asian carp is one of the most popular and valuable freshwater fish across countries like Japan, China, Vietnam, and Korea. Catching it takes patience, refined skill, and a deep understanding of how these fish behave. Every early morning, when dew still clings to the calm surface of lakes and rivers, fishermen are already getting ready for another long day on the water. They bring along their nets, rods, traps, and specialized gear, everything they need for the job. Asian carp prefer still waters with plenty of moss, mud, and food. That's why fishermen carefully study the lake's terrain, the depth, the wind, and the current before picking the perfect spot to drop their nets or set their lines. One of the most common techniques is the purse seine method. It uses a large net equipped with floating buoys on top and weights below. Circling the area where carp usually gather. Once the fish are surrounded, the fishermen slowly draw the net in, tightening the circle until the entire school is trapped in the middle. Then scoop them up with smaller hand nets. Strong, healthy carp with shiny golden scales and a firm feel in the hand are a well-earned reward for all that effort. Some fishermen prefer rod fishing, especially when they're after bigger carp. The bait might be steamed corn, mashed sweet potato, or powdered mixes with special scents to lure them in. Patience is key. These fish are extremely cautious. Even the slightest sound or the shadow of a person reflected on the surface can send them darting away. When one finally bites, the sudden pull on the line and the splash of water are signs of an intense struggle about to unfold. The fisherman has to handle the rod with finesse, keeping just the right tension, so the line doesn't snap or the hook slip free. Alongside traditional fishing, many Asian carp farms today use large-scale harvesting. They'll drain the ponds and sweep the fish together with massive nets. Once caught, the fish are sorted right on site. Healthy ones go into oxygen tanks for transport to market, while smaller or injured fish are kept to be raised again. Processing is handled with care. Each fish is cleaned, gutted, and chilled on ice or refrigerated to keep it fresh. Across different regions, carp becomes the star of countless dishes: braised carp with pickles, steamed carp with soy sauce, or carp simmered with galangal. Each recipe carries the rustic, authentic flavor of its homeland. For thousands of families, Asian carp fishing isn't just work. It's a way of life passed down for generations along the rivers. The job is tough, the income unpredictable, and always at the mercy of the weather. Yet, the moment a full net comes up glistening, it's pure joy. The reason fishermen keep going. Carp sparkling in the morning sun aren't just the fruits of labor, they symbolize endurance, luck, and hope. As evening falls and the golden light hits the water, fishermen wrap up another long but hopeful day. In the fading sunlight, the fish are neatly arranged in the boat, their scales gleaming like tiny metal plates, each one reflecting pride and satisfaction. Carp fishing isn't just manual work, it's an art. Every cast, every pull of the line demands patience, precision, and a deep sense of connection to nature, especially in those river villages that come alive during the flood season. During flood season, carp often swim upstream to spawn. It's the perfect time for fishermen to launch big fishing expeditions. They work in teams, each person with a specific task. One drops the net, another manages the lines, someone steers the boat, and another keeps watch on the surface for ripples that reveal where the fish are moving. When a school of carp appears, the water begins to tremble, small ripples spreading into larger waves, a sure sign of abundance below. The nets grow heavy, and the rhythmic thuds of fish hitting the boat fill the air, a familiar, almost musical sound to those who've lived their lives by the water. But today, catching Asian carp isn't as easy as it used to be. Overfishing, water pollution, and climate change have drastically reduced their numbers in the wild. To protect aquatic resources, many regions now ban fishing during breeding season or limit the size of fish that can be caught. Some areas have shifted towards semi-natural farming, stocking ponds and harvesting periodically to maintain both production and preservation. Fishermen know that if they don't protect the water and its balance, one day those early morning trips could come back empty. That's why many have changed their methods, using nets with larger mesh to release small fish, refusing to use chemicals or explosives, and protecting the aquatic grasses where carp naturally breed. It's not just about fishing anymore. It's about keeping the rivers alive for the next generation. For many people across Asia, carp isn't just food, it's a symbol of culture and spirit. In Vietnam, during the Ong Tao festival, carp are released into rivers to carry the kitchen gods to heaven, a gesture of loyalty and aspiration. In Japan, the image of carp leaping up waterfalls stands for resilience and the determination to overcome hardship. So every time fishermen cast their nets or pull their lines, they're not just working for a catch, they're continuing a sacred tradition passed down through generations. As night falls, gentle ripples brush against the side of the boat. Fishermen sit quietly by the glowing charcoal stove, grilling a few freshly caught carp. The smoky aroma drifts through the cool night air, mixing with the sounds of insects and the steady hum of the river. A peace only those who live by the water truly know. Catching Asian carp isn't just a job, it's life itself. The heartbeat of communities bound to the river for generations. It's living proof of how deeply human life and nature intertwine. Before dawn, the carp processing plant is already alive with motion. The clatter of machines, the hum of voices, and the smell of fresh fish filling the air. Hundreds of workers in white protective suits rush in for the morning shift, ready for a big day. Today's special, the harvest of a massive batch weighing 100,000 kilograms. Trucks loaded with golden, glistening carp roll into the facility one after another. Fish scales sparkle under the lights as workers scoop them from the trucks onto conveyor belts. Each fish, weighing between 2 and 5 kilograms, gleams with a healthy shine proof of clean water and good feed. Quality control teams check every batch. The best fish go straight to cleaning. Smaller or damaged ones are set aside for industrial processing. Inside the cleaning area, high-pressure water sprays and rotating brushes sweep along the line, washing away every trace of slime and dirt. Workers quickly open each belly, remove the organs, rinse the fish several times in cold water, then line them neatly on stainless steel trays for the next step. After pre-cleaning, the carp look bright and spotless, ready for processing. Larger fish are filleted for export to Asian markets, while smaller ones are sliced, seasoned, or turned into smoked carp, canned fish, or frozen portions. These impressive numbers showcase not just the scale of production, but the strength and unity of the entire aquaculture industry. It's not just the fish that shine, it's the hard work of hundreds of people behind them. From farmers enduring sun and rain on the lakes to factory workers moving swiftly on the production line. Everyone plays a part in creating a steady flow of clean, safe food. A rich source of protein that ends up on millions of tables. When the fully loaded trucks roll out of the factory gates, dust swirls in the air. Workers watch proudly, knowing each kilogram of carp isn't just a product, it's the result of sweat, determination, and belief in a sustainable future for aquaculture. Across this fertile Asian land, even after the first trucks leave, the factory remains a hive of activity. Hundreds of workers rotate through shifts, keeping the lines running non-stop to process 100,000 kilograms of carp in a single day. The hum of cutting machines, the rush of running water, and the voices of team leaders echo through the building. In the cooking and marinating area, the air is thick with the smell of spices. Dozens of large pans bubble with soy sauce, pepper, ginger, and garlic, turning fresh carp into rich, flavorful braised dishes. In another section, the smoking line runs full speed. Cleaned and lightly salted carp are hung on steel racks and moved into oak smoke chambers. Thin clouds of warm smoke wrap around each piece, turning the skin golden brown and glossy. The deep, savory aroma of smoked carp fills the entire factory. Meanwhile, over in packaging, the rhythm never stops. Sealing machines hum as workers pack the fish into vacuum bags printed with production dates and traceability codes. Every detail is checked carefully to ensure each package that reaches customers meets strict hygiene and safety standards. In another corner, quality control engineers test samples, check freshness, measure microbiology levels, and evaluate flavor and texture. Only after every box passes inspection can the fish leave the plant. By afternoon, a long line of refrigerated trucks waits outside. White exhaust drifts into the cool air as drivers sign documents and head out toward major ports. Their cargo bound for China, Japan, and countries across Southeast Asia. Back in the ponds, farmers finally rest after a long harvest day. Sitting by the water, they watch the red sunset reflect across the surface, knowing their effort has paid off, feeding not just their families, But thousands of workers and consumers across the region, they sit quietly by the pond, watching the water shimmer red under the setting sun. Pride fills their hearts, months of care. Patience and long days have finally paid off. Their carp don't just bring steady income, they sustain thousands of workers along the chain, from the ponds to the processing lines, from the farmers' hands to modern machines. Every step connects seamlessly, like parts of a living organism. Together, they keep the local seafood industry thriving, fueling the region's economy. Inside, fresh carp fillets move down the high-end packaging lines, ready for export. The canning section runs at full capacity. Boxes of braised carp in tomato sauce and crispy fried carp roll off the line, one by one, neatly stacked into cartons by robotic arms. Modern technology keeps every stage smooth and efficient, saving time, yet never sacrificing quality. In the control room, technicians watch the monitors closely, tracking temperature, humidity, and pressure in real time. Any fluctuation triggers instant alerts to ensure every product meets global standards. Behind the plant, the wastewater treatment area runs continuously. Water from the cleaning lines flows through layers of activated carbon and microbial filters before being recirculated, keeping the system clean and eco-friendly. Clear water returns to nearby canals, ensuring the environment stays fresh and unpolluted. The air carries a faint fishy scent mixed with steel and machine oil, the distinct aroma of a modern seafood industrial park. It's the smell of labor, technology, and progress woven together, a reminder that this industry lives, breathes, and grows just like the rivers that feed it. Outside the factory gates, traders from distant provinces gather to buy fresh fish straight from the source. The newly harvested carp, glistening gold under the sun, are moved directly from ponds to the plant, healthy, evenly sized, and in high demand. Deals are made on the spot, bringing in strong profits. Farmers smile as they sell their catch and sign new contracts for the next batch. Around the plant, ponds stretch for dozens of hectares like a vast mirror reflecting the sunlight. Each gentle ripple hints at another season of abundance about to begin. The energy in the air is contagious, a sign of a thriving, ever-growing fishing industry. But one question remains in the race for growth and profit. Are we truly feeding the world, or slowly draining the rivers that once fed us? Is the story of Asian carp a triumph of human ingenuity, or a warning that even success comes with a price? Tell us what you think. Drop your thoughts below. We read every single comment. If you believe stories like this deserve to be told, don't just watch the reel, be part of it. Like, subscribe, and join the Real Shock community, where every story dives deeper and every wave hides another mystery. Thank you for watching, for caring, and for standing with those who respect the sea and the people who live by it. We'll see you in the next reel.